Final Fantasy II. It's a game I wish I could like more. There's a lot of cool ideas at play. The story, the music, the skill mastery system, the party member mortality rate, but it's all anchored to some infamously rough execution. Everyone knows this game's flaws already, but I'm not here to complain about those. No, today, I'm here to chat about a weird theme I've noticed in it. Something about the magic in the game world that doesn't seem to show up often in other Final Fantasy games. Fans already know about the classic Black Mage and White Mage and their respective spells. Black magic damages, white magic heals. Despite the name, it doesn't always feel like black magic has that dark of a connotation. It's mainly for elemental blaster casters, not diabolical warlocks. Given the story in Final Fantasy II, however, it may be an exception to the rule that paints black magic as being intentionally sinister, about being fiendish or demonic in fact, like one would expect from it being called black magic. If you're interested in hearing my crackpot theory on the subject, stay tuned. So, welcome to another episode of Raziya Explains. So, some spoilers are ahead for a game that a lot of people don't like. Take that as you will. The story of Final Fantasy II revolves around the Palamecian Empire and its campaign of global conquest. One of the Emperor's claims to power is unleashing monsters upon the world as his minions. However, the introduction of the game states that these beasts come from the underworld itself, rather than merely existing in the mortal world as various strange species. By the time the Emperor is slain in the late game, the world is still at unrest. The Emperor soon returns with an unholy resurrection. His new palace is that of Pandemonium, an infernal crystal castle from hell itself. One of the party members even states that the Emperor must have sold his soul to the devil in order to have the second chance at world domination. And in order to defeat the Emperor once and for all, our heroes must descend into the underworld and slay him again at Castle Pandemonium. So why am I bringing all of this up? Well, clearly, Final Fantasy II has a darker tone where the villains are outright aligned with the forces of supernatural evil, where undoubtedly these evil forces are out to conquer the world. If not for this reason, I don't think my theory would be as viable as it could be. Now, on to more facts from the game to support the theory. For most of the early game, most black magic spells aren't available. The classic Fire, Blizzard, Thunder trio can be bought, sure, but these come off as more neutrally aligned elemental blasting spells, like I had mentioned earlier. Much of the magic you'll find at other shops, however, is white magic. The character Minwu is a master of white magic and your first real magician. Even the legendary spell Ultima, a plot device in FF2 and usually considered black magic in other Final Fantasy games, is a white magic spell here. As for gaining black magic, you'll have to find tomes of it as treasures, either from dungeons or as drops from certain monsters. Not even Mysidia, a town of magicians you encounter late in the game, has much black magic for sale other than Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder. It's as if black magic is kept as a dark secret in the game world. The only character to sell you the good stuff for black magic spells is hidden beneath a waterfall in the Jade Passage, the path to the underworld and beyond it, to the hellish Castle Pandemonium. Given what some of the black magic in the series can do, why wouldn't it be considered evil here? Other than destroying your foes with fire, cold, or lightning, there can be some pretty harsh stuff. The Scourge spell is another damaging spell that unleashes poison mist on the enemy. Various spells exist to leave the foe helpless at an instant. There are maladies like blindness, curses, and even transforming your enemy into toads or into solid stone. You can suck the life force out of your victim, and even black magic's instant death spell seems kind of mild compared to some of the other powers on offer to dabblers in these dark arts. Of course, this is the only game in the series that seems to do this vague theming of evil sorcery with its black magic. Not even the original Final Fantasy seems to theme it as harshly. Again, it's usually not treated as anything forbidden or mysterious like FF2 seems to paint it. And let's be real here, I'm probably looking too deeply into this concept. After all, sometimes the curtain is just effing blue. Still, it is a concept that comes back to me time and time again whenever I think of this game. For better or for worse, no matter what way you slice it, Final Fantasy II kinda stands out, and this is just one of those ways. So, what do you think? Either way, thanks for giving this weird theory of mine a listen. Later.